Okay, so today I'm showing off one of the projects I've been working on for the last 2 months on and off. This is a word processor in Minecraft using Redstone, and as you can see it has a fully working and functioning keyboard as well as a 30-character display. The display itself is made up of a 16-segment starburst display, and I'll give you a quick demonstration on how this works. So as mentioned, the project is called Typo S21. By hitting the letter T, it sends the signal and activates the character on the appropriate block. We can do this jumping from one letter to the next. And of course, space. Okay, and there we have it, Typo S21. So I'll give you a quick tour on exactly how this works and all the important parts related to the project. So starting off with the keyboard, we have each letter, each number connected with a wire where it can send the redstone signal through. As it moves along over here, it sends the signal across, and this is where I actually program the different letters or numbers to light up certain parts of the display. The torches will activate certain paths, and these paths are color-coded. The colors will represent which part of the segment can actually be lit up, and as you can see here we have a representation of that. So we can form any character that we choose by just lighting up different parts of these colors. So if we send our signal by pressing a certain character, the signal will pass through if there's a torch, and it will move up vertically along these columns over here, and it will then send the signal through across these colored wires. Now all of these colored wires will receive the same signal, so that means the signal will actually go to every single one of these different 16-segment displays at the same time. But of course we don't want all of them lit at the same time, and that's where this bottom mechanism plays an important role. So here we have a shifter. As you can see, as we've been typing, it's been shifting the signal along from one block to the next, and this is the next block that can actually now receive a signal, and these are also connected vertically, and they'll be connected to a very important part in our 16-segment displays. They are connected to the slime blocks over here, and these slime blocks with pistons are controlling as they move, and essentially they close the path or open the path, and you can see that it can either allow a signal to come through or it can block it off completely. Going to, let's say for example, the part that can still receive a signal, which is this one over here, you can see that the slime blocks are in the ready position, ready to receive a signal, and so on and so on. The signal that gets sent through, as it moves along, it activates these pistons, which then pushes these redstone blocks forward, and that in turn will send a signal through to the inner working part of the 16-segment display, and that in itself will send signals to these pistons, which will then highlight and switch on these different globes, if you will, to light up the different parts of the display. Another important mechanism is the flashing mechanism I have over here. I'll quickly show you where that is. So we can see that it's a little circuit that's on a just a repeat, a loop if you will, and as you can see it's sending a signal through over here, and that's making a certain part of the display activate. When I send through a signal, it'll actually activate this torch over here to eventually block off the signal, and then no signal can pass through anymore. And you can see an example of that over here, where if this torch is lit, no signal can pass through this area. So as mentioned, this project took me about 2 months, a lot of problem solving, a lot of issues along the way, but I'm pretty happy with it, and it works pretty well and reasonably fast, faster than I expected. So yeah, that is Typo S21. Thanks for watching.